Are Forsaken of Nurgle any good? Forsaken tend to be weird, and this is not an exception. Let's go into how the green pepper version fares, shall we? Please like, subscribe, comment, and consider donating well-sprayed gold coins to my Ko-Fi treasury. I can use all the support in any form you can give. Thanks. Forsaken are recruited for 850 gold base, 1700 for Kugath, and 213 upkeep, netting you 80 twisted, horrific entities with 8000 health between them. Note for the record that this is 100 health per entity, and the total health is way below a Marauder unit with 120 entities, or Plague Bearers with 100. Armor is 85, which is a far cry from your other early infantry, but don't get cocky. Leadership is 70, and this matters because this is a mortal unit and can break and rout. Speed is 46, which is the usual quite high foot speed for Forsaken, way higher than your Plague Bearers. Melee attack is 27 base, and this is a problem because it's kinda low, though the unit inflicts poison, of course. Attack interval is 4.3, which isn't terrible. There is no splash damage. Melee defense is 25, and that's just bad here, but it's not as bad as other factions can have. Weapon strength, on the other hand, is 58, and that's quite high, with base 44 and armor piercing 14, which puts them higher than Plague Bearers, but only in the base damage category. Charge bonus is 36, which is definitely on the high side for infantry, and a far cry from Plague Bearers with 8. This unit is immune to psychology, causes fear, and has frenzy, which is a big deal in light of the earlier stats. So that's effectively melee attack 37, charge bonus 40, and the weapon strength 64 at rank 0. In the Kugath-style Redline Lord skills, Armor of Malady grants a maximum of plus 12 armor and plus 6 melee defense, and the latter matters more than the former, because 25 to start with is pretty low and flimsy. At rank 7, even more twisted survivors gain plus 10% speed, plus 5 melee attack, and 15% missile resistance, which greatly raises their efficiency in reaching the enemy and tearing throats out. In the tech tree for Kugath's faction, the Forsaken get nothing! That is, nothing specific to them. Festus must have something. Maybe this changes in Thrones of Decay, Anyway, how do you use Forsaken? Well, like with other factions, it depends enormously on your opponents. If you're fighting High Elves, the lack of shields bites, but the high armor actually resists the vast majority of their spammy regular arrows, and Frenzy at least evens the odds a bit against martial prowess. The high base damage and reasonable armor piercing likewise helps you claw up bogged down medium armored cavalry, and so on, but they have their limitations and you just have to live within them and hope they do enough. Bottom line, against something as simple as Marauders with great weapons, they may well come out the losers. If your opponents aren't effective against armor, then you have offensive infantry, far better off than Nurglings. Of course, ideally you're making use of that charge bonus, but I find that a challenge in my games. Take care, and have fun convincing opponents that they are the ones forsaken by their gods.